Pretty cool, I would say, Courtney, for a young kid right down the road who grew up in Tobacco Road, getting a chance to wear the Wolfpack red. She's had a fantastic freshman year, and she's perfect inside that 4-out, 1-in offense that Westmore likes to run.
Both teams in the tournament, both teams will be seated. Just a matter of how high and where they'll be headed. Both slated to be home for the first 2 rounds of this tournament. And the spin move down low for Bianca Donovan.
You and I are going to be challenged to keep up with all the adjustments in-game that we're going to see from 2 of the best coaches in the ACC. Right away, Jeff Walls trying to establish his post play and trying to attack Cunane on the block.
Off the bounce, Dee Rogers. Knockdown throw, Dunham with the rebound.
There's an unforced error.
To have 22 points and 9 rebounds.
Pretty cool, I would say, Courtney, for a young kid right down the road who grew up in Tobacco Road, getting a chance to wear the Wolfpack red. She's had a fantastic freshman year, and she's perfect inside that 4-out, 1-in offense that Westmore likes to run.
Both teams in the tournament, both teams will be seated. Just a matter of how high and where they'll be headed. Both slated to be home for the first 2 rounds of this tournament. And the spin move down low for Bianca Donovan.
You and I are going to be challenged to keep up with all the adjustments in-game that we're going to see from 2 of the best coaches in the ACC. Right away, Jeff Walls trying to establish his post play and trying to attack Cunane on the block.
Off the bounce, Dee Rogers. Knockdown throw, Dunham with the rebound.
There's an unforced error. Can't have many of those when you're on your way to a championship.
State should have the hunger in their bellies. It was just a week or so ago they got rocked by Louisville 92-62 on a senior night at the Young Center. Asia Durr dropped 47 points on their heads. And NC State looking to avenge that, as they are seeking their first ACC tournament title in 28 years. So a lot on the line for them. And Debbie, you were a part of one of those back in the day.
That's one of the most coveted things in the very small trophy case that I have. That includes an ACC tournament championship. And I've played for the championship 3 times and only won it once. So I understand both sides of it. But, you know, right away, Louisville, you see out of the horns, they trap the ball screen with Koenig. Crutchfield is number 5 option on the floor with the ball right here for NC State. If she can score for NC State, that'll break Jeff Wall's defensive game plan up a little bit.
Cunane misses down low, and for Alyssa, pretty much every game she plays moving forward will be the biggest of her young career. And she has really emerged. When a lot of freshmen are running out of gas, she has been stepping on the pedal over the last couple of weeks of the regular season. This is Durr, the lefty, misses from outside.
Cunane got in the starting lineup for NC State when the 4th player for the Wolfpack went down to an ACL. 3 starters, and Cunane became the starter at that point. This is his 8th game that she has started.
Baseline for 2. And that's Kiara Leslie.
It's going to be a fun matchup to keep an eye on. Leslie and Durr.
3 from the top. Furing no-go.
And NC State will let Sam Furing take that shot and not adjust until she hits one. Both these coaches well prepared. 2 teams with high IQ.
Westmore 3 trips to the tournament in his 6 years at NC State. They went to the Sweet 16 a year ago after tremendous success during his days at Chattanooga.
Twice he's been the ACC Coach of the Year. He's done a fantastic job, and this is a very good team. This is a team that has suffered so many injuries yet doesn't talk about adversity. Next player ready to play, because he's terrific at developing his players and getting them ready.
Boy, they should be spectacular next year when all those guys come back, and one of their best recruiting classes coming in is Kai Crutchfield elevates. She's got 5 of their 7.
Yeah, 2 for 2 from the floor for Crutchfield. What a great start for her to build her confidence, knowing that she's going to have open jump shots today. NC State likes to jam and go under.
There you see him sagging off of Fury outside, so Sam will get into the middle of the floor. Off the nice ball fake in the lane.
And that's a great take by Sam Fury. Settle for the triple is not her game. Going aggressively on the baseline to the cup is more like it.
Gets down on the ball screen.
See, they double Koenig, but they high hard hedge on Leslie, so it's something for Westmore to calculate with his staff.
Ace Koenig for three.
I mean, drop your hands, stick it between the eyes.
The Canadian who hit a school record 91 triples a year ago. Her 85th of this year.
She had been playing off the ball until this year with an injury to a point guard, and now she's playing on the ball, something she's familiar with and comfortable with from her playing days in Canada.
During the catch inside and got that one up over her head, and a chance for a three-point play.
Tremendous individual effort right here by Fury. What a great job to stay with it. Good catch, stays with it, and then gets the foul and one. Her eyes never left the rim. And this is for Jeff Walls a chance to play for the championship again, but for Westmore, he calls this a butt game. You got to get your butt back on defense. Your butt's got to be down in the stance, and your butt better be on a body to rebound. There ain't no buts about it.
Forget the ifs and ands. We'll see how many butt references we can get in today. There's a Tennessee waltz inside. Cunane with the walk.
Wes has always been one that keeps it pretty simple, right?
No nonsense.
These two guys, great friends. Unbelievable respect for one another. It's terrific to see that kind of camaraderie in the league when you know you're battling so hard.
Nice feed Durr inside, and a foul will get Bianca Dunham to the free throw line. NC State with the early lead, just over 5 gone in the semis. NC State, they've overcome a lot, including the loss of all of those guys. Grace Hunter, their leading scorer when she went out. It's been spread out 2W throughout the season. One couple early in the year, one in February when they were already deep into the ACC slate. And as you've mentioned, okay, who's got next? And they just keep coming off that bench and playing hard.
I mean, it's a tribute to the player development skills and the staff of NC State for Westmore. They have the next player ready. I never heard them complain. They grieve one day, which is what you would do after a loss, and then you move on. And that's exactly what they've done. So anyone in this league that's complaining about injuries or adversity, check out Westmore and see what he's doing every day in practice to get his team ready, because it might help you.
They got off to a 21-0 start, the best in school history. And then all their ranked opponents were backloaded. They finished up 4-4, 5 of those against ranked teams, including Notre Dame and Louisville. And it's been defense that's been their calling card throughout. Dee Rogers trying to beat the buzzer.
Now, Dee Rogers more effective in the shoot from the pinch area where she can catch it and go off the bounce with one dribble.
Nice hesitation, and then Dana Evans can't finish. Dana has checked into the lineup, the ACC 6th player of the year.
She's quick, and she will harass Koenig. Not necessarily trying to turn Koenig over, but forcing her to make a quick decision, and that's what I'm talking about. Right down the lane line, down the shoot.
Durr trying to draw the contact, no foul. Fury, and Asia Durr is hurt. She is slow to get up the floor, and NC State will get a layup out of it. And Jeff Walls is working the officials, wondering why there wasn't a foul call.
Asia walking it off, shaking it off. And Crutchfield with another bucket for the Wolfpack.
Coming out top, check by Leslie. Down on the deck again. Jasmine Jones for 3. So NC State forcing Louisville to take some shots they don't necessarily like very much.
Well, NC State's doing an excellent job on Asia Durr. It's Kiara Leslie. It's not quite at 100% with a little bit of a stomach issue. Had it yesterday, much better today. But Louisville
Early on for the Wolfpack and a 16-9 lead over the 2-seed Louisville. We've got under 3 to go here in the first quarter. Asia Durr knocked to the floor a couple of times, and she will stay over on the bench out of that Louisville timeout.
Leslie now on Evans.
Carter, good pocket pass for Furing, and right back to Carter. Had a changer shot in midair. Terrific D by Leslie. They have held the Cardinals to just 23% shooting so far. Cunaine backing it down inside.
He gets to that left shoulder now. She is capable of playing through that contact. He has really developed her post skill inside and has gotten comfortable playing with her back to the basket inside Westmore's system.
Nice pick and roll, Dunham from Erica Carter.
Anytime you run offense through the shoot, the free throw lane extended, you can't help. It's very difficult with the shooters that both these teams have in the corner to pinch.
Koenig looking for some space, around and out, Furing with the rebound. Evans gets into the lane, hangs and hits.
The ACC Sixth Player of the Year. Comes off the bench with a spark on the offensive end.
15 points, 5 assists in their quarterfinal win over Clemson. They took a scare from the Tigers yesterday. And the block by Carter. Jones the other way. Dunham. Extra step on the trail. Asia Durr will come back on for Louisville. Asia had 24 yesterday on 30 field goal attempts.
Yesterday, NC State only went 5 deep. Kayla Jones off the bench for NC State now.
No, Cunaine, weak side,
I mean, I love the fire that this kid plays with. Why wasn't she in consideration for Freshman of the Year nationally? Is she? She should be. There's not a better freshman on a top 10 team right now than NC State's Alyssa Cunaine.
6'5" out of, as Courtney reported, nearby Summerfield, North Carolina. As a kid growing up, used to sit in the stands here and watch the ACC tournament, now in its 42nd season. The longest running women's basketball tournament. And it has fomented so many dreams, just like Alyssa Cunaine's, to one day play on this court. Now she's living it out. She's got their last 7 points, and Durr draws contact in the lane.
So Asia Durr drives strong, going left, gets to that left hand so well. She had 4 people to choose from that could have fouled her there. That's how much attention NC State is paying to her off the bounce. She beats Dee Dee Rogers, gets to the middle. Look, there's 3 jerseys.
Second straight Player of the Year honor, joining the likes of Alyssa Thomas and Elena Beard. They both won it 3 times. And then All-Americans, Georgia Schweitzer, Tracy Reed, Wendy Palmer, Pam Leake, and the great Dawn Staley.
That's a heck of a list you just rattled off.
Quite a rich history. Players, coaches. Sylvia Hatchell has won the most, followed by Chris Weller. Gail Gestincourt 5 times, Kay Yao 4 times, Muffet McGraw 4 times. All alone for Evans. for three.
Sam Fury had to tell Evans to take that shot. Take one dribble right to this spot and shoot it.
Good if it goes.
NC State.
And we'll follow that up with 7th-ranked Michigan and 9th-ranked Michigan State from East Lansing. Tom Izzo closing in on win number 600. Both those games streaming live on your ESPN app.
Well, in that last Louisville huddle during the timeout, Jeff Walz congratulated his team on the Dana Evans 3. He really liked that, obviously, but he did not like the rest of his team standing there watching and not getting back on defense. He said that Kayla Jones shot could have been a dagger if she would have hit that. You've got to get back. Also, I want a lot more pressure on the ball.
You know, Courtney, in this game, between these two guys that are so good at managing the game, every possession matters. And NC State with an unforced turnover, Louisville doesn't capitalize on it. Sometimes coaches do look at one thing versus another. Okay, that happened, this happened, okay, we're all even. That's how you stay positive on the bench, right? You don't want to spiral downward with your players.
Cunane has been a force inside.
You've got to get on her left shoulder and make her go the other way. Watch this right here. She's just going to dribble right to the midline and then spin very strong with a basketball, finishing off the glass. She never takes her eyes off the rim.
Already with 10 points for the freshman. In fact, the last 10 in a row for NC State.
Look, Ryan Howard at Kentucky is a fantastic freshman. But I don't know how Alyssa Cunane was not the ACC Freshman of the Year. Elizabeth Gallagher from Georgia Tech won that honor.
Cunane starting the last 6 after a 25-point performance against Florida State, and then she followed that up with a career-high 28 against Notre Dame. And she's whistled for the offensive foul here.
See, good job by Jeff Walz's team. Did they get on her left shoulder?
Yep.
Yes. What happened? Charge. Good adjustment by the front line of Louisville.
First foul on Cunane.
Alicia Durr standing around, not doing too much right now. And the others for Louisville, it's been a big part of their story and their success this season. You don't know who the others are going to be any night, but it's going to be someone.
Durr does not have a basket yet. She's 0 for 4 on the evening.
Well, speaking of Louisville's balance, you were talking about it, Debbie. Jeff Walz has said, you know, the reason why they're so good, yeah, it's because they have Asia Durr, but also they have 6 players that average between 10.5 and 7.5 points per game. And every one of those players has come out and had a night where they've had 15 plus. So they're getting help from other players, not just Asia Durr.
Well, you have to, because in this league, with all the scheming that takes place by teams like Notre Dame and Miami and NC State, you've got to have a plan.
Good counter by NC State, Kai Crutchfield. She's got 10.
How about Crutchfield? She said, I'm not going to be option number 5 anymore on the floor. I want to move up to number 4.
She's doubled her scoring average. She and Cunane now with 10 apiece.
Good D.
Evans. Durr had 1 touch that possession, and they forced somebody else to take the shot.
I think Coney got a piece of that. Would you give her a block on that?
Yes. Leslie, would you give her a 3-year? No. Fury in good position down low.
Yeah, Fury's got to go to the left on that, and she's got to score that. She worked so hard to get early position.
Jones trying to go coast to coast. Taylor banks it in. And it's a 10-point state lead.
See, Jeff Walls can handle his team not playing well. He cannot handle them being out-toughed. NC State's a tougher team right now. Typically, Louisville's the tougher team.
Little out of sorts here offensively. With Durr unable to get looks, and that rattles around and down from Carter.
Great fill by Carter behind the penetration by Durr. Because Durr draws two, Carter fills behind.
He's coming, top of the key, got it for three.
She uses that rhythm dribble as well as anyone. It's the last dribble before you get into the rhythm of your shot. It's excellent.
Four triples for NC State and a foul called on the screen. That'll be on Leslie. Well, ESPN and the ACC Network will bring you the ACC Network in August. Visit getaccn.com to learn more. 15 universities, one network, the ACC Network in August.
We've all been waiting a long time for that in the ACC. It should be really fun and great. And kudos to John Swafford and his staff to get that thing up and running as Kylie Shook drills a triple.
Shook right in off the bench, the junior from Colorado Springs. Renee trying to take her baseline and does. High off the glass. A dozen in the first half.
I think Erica Carter is, I think she's the heart and soul of this team. I think she's the one, takes a tough defensive assignment, and they're going to call Crutchfield for a travel.
Kasha Robinson making a play there to get the turnover.
She draws two, and Erica Carter fills behind the penetration, gets behind the arc, and knocks down a triple. Asia Durr 0 for 4, the ACC's Player of the Year after 47 against the Wolfpack just a couple of weeks ago.
And Erica Carter's feeling it. That's her third three. She's got 9. And it's a 3-point game. NC State has been up by as many as 10. Melissa Cunane and Kai Crutchfield combining for 22 points. They've only missed one shot here in the first half together. Here is Cunane, the freshman, having a big impact. And the turnover forced by Louisville. Good double. Here comes Durr on the run, the pull-up. And it gets stuck.
Wow. That is exactly the kind of first half it has been for Asia Durr.
Remember last year, too, it wasn't until the final that she really got it going. Struggled to shoot it.
A nice little play there between Cunane and Shook. Cunane made an attempt to get it out of the rim, but Shook got it. They both had a nice little laugh about it.
Shook gets rewarded. Got 5 coming in off the bench. And it's a 1-point game. Good help. Durr got a hand in the passing lane.
Outside of Kylie Shook, Jeff Walls going with a really small lineup on the floor with 4 guards. You got to have Shook to match up with Cunane.
And it's going to be Louisville ball and a chance for the Cardinals to take the lead. Winner will get Notre Dame in the final tomorrow at noon Eastern on ESPN2. All 5 Irish starters in double digits. Jessica Shepard and Jackie Young with double-doubles as they beat Syracuse. And a reach-in foul going to be called on Robinson.
I'll tell you what, Robinson might not look like she has a lot of stats, but when she comes on the floor, she plays her role well. She is a tough defender, and she rebounds, goes to the glass. She gives every bit of energy she has, which is playing her role in the number 3 team in the country.
Durr got the steal. Carter finding
I thought she was very patient about waiting for it, too. She didn't force a shot.
The 2 seed has erased the 10-point deficit.
Wes is trying to get McGoldrick some minutes, but he might have to get another scoring option on the floor. His team is really rattled and out of sorts, trying to rest Kiara Leslie with that little bit of a stomach flu.
Robinson's second good defensive play. She draws the charge there.
I'm telling you, that kid plays. She hustles.
You're going to get Cunane getting caught up in traffic up top. That is her second.
NC State foul on number 33.
And the 4th foul on the Wolfpack this period.
What did you see? Cunane, what did she do?
She got caught up in traffic there. I think she ran. Well, let's see. Did they just tee up Wes Moore? Technical foul on Wes Moore.
Things are unraveling here. Let me see. What happened here? Cunane gets called for a foul. Wes Moore doesn't like it. He says something to Luis Gonzalez, and he gets a technical foul.
Asia Durr will shoot the free throws here.
It was obviously something he said because he was in the box. He wasn't demonstrative. He doesn't even look that mad to me.
Asia Durr, 3 shots.
Durr misses the first. Asia gets the second one. Big turnaround opportunity right here for Louisville. Durr. Back-to-back triples for Durr. And it's a 15-0 run.
Good help. There's Robinson again, making a play. Numbers.
Dana Evans with the left hand. 17 in a row. Timeout, NC State. She has helped spur a 17-0 run after Louisville trailed by double digits. And they have forced 5 NC State turnovers in the last 2.5 minutes. Almost got another one there.
See, now you know Louisville's overplaying. They're up the line. They're really aggressive. It's a great time to look to go backdoor. This is when I'd call my backdoor play.
Koenig. Again, Robinson all over him. They're going to call for the foul. A little too handsy up top.
How about that handle by Koenig? Really tough to take the ball from her because she's so skilled with the ball in her hands.
That'll be the second on Robinson.
You know, she's gotten a lot better about scoring on closeouts, right? She was a three-point shooter when she came here. She's comfortable at the point.
Taken away by Durr. Another forced turnover. Asia will pull up and hit. She missed her first 5. She's hit her last 3 in a row. She's got 10.
Leslie and Rogers for NC State, both with 2 fouls. And Wes Moore's trying to survive the half with them on the bench.
Three-pointer Evans, short.
What a swing. Not sure why that shot went up.
Evans forced that one. Got a held ball, will go to NC State. Final minute of this first half, and what a swing in Louisville's favor. as they have held NC State scoreless now. Their last field goal was 5 minutes ago. We got the Audi halftime report coming up. Alyssa Lang, Nell Fortner, and Monica McNutt with you as we get set for the doubleheader from the Southeastern Conference Tournament. Their Saturday semifinals are coming up later today. Tomorrow, 4 tournament championship games and an American semifinal, which will probably include UConn.
That's Robinson feeding her. Jones right into Shook defensively.
Shot clock is off for Louisville.
Got to be Asia Durr, right?
Her choice to make here.
Here she comes off the baseline screening action.
And it's an offensive foul, and if that's on Robinson, that's her third. It is.
That's okay. That's what she's on the floor to do. Play aggressively. She did her job well.
Entering for Louisville, number 23, Jackson Jones.
Since they trailed by 10, it's a 22-2 run for Louisville. And can NC State even get a shot up here? No, they're going to turn it over again. And another opportunity for Louisville.
Things unraveled very quickly for NC State. What a swing by Louisville based on their defense.
Entering for Louisville, number 3,
First of all, Crutchfield's got to cut a lot harder than that to the basketball. And then she just doesn't hang on to it. Koenig trying to make that pass. It was deflected.
Got too many Cardinals on the court right now. They got to figure it out. Let's keep an eye on Asia Durr. She's down on the left block with 4 seconds to go in the half.
Elevator door.
Durr deep in the corner, short. And a 19-0 run to end the first half for Louisville. And a 10-point lead. 10 points to lead the way for Louisville. 12 points for Cunane, 10 for Crutchfield. The guiding lights for NC State, they had a 10-point lead, and it went away in a hurry with that big change for Louisville. Scramble for the loose ball. Same starters are back out there. Dee Dee Rogers only played 9 minutes in that first half with foul trouble. And both Cunane and Leslie played with 2.
Now, Rogers played 9 minutes in the first half. Leslie played 14, both with 2 fouls, as you mentioned. So let's see if Dee Dee Rogers, who they love to isolate in the pinch right there, can get going on offense as well. She's setting up that left shoulder. Good defense by Dunham inside.
Forced her to go to her weaker hand. Shearing wisely gives it up to Carter. Offensive rebound.
Remember that comment I made about toughness and how NC State, with their toughness, built a 10-point lead? Well, it was Louisville's toughness, particularly at Robinson off the bench, that turned the game around.
Jones, they'll sag off of her, and she'll try and go off the bounce. Pulls up in the lane for 2.
That's Jasmine Jones' game. Getting off the bounce, into the paint. Number 23 in white. She's not at the top of the scouting report for Louisville, but she's an effective defender. He's a terrific two-way player with length on this end, and she's got the Koenig matchup.
That's her first basket today, and there's Koenig inside. Bothered by Fury.
Good switch. That's a scouting report. Defensive possession by Louisville.
Durr blocked by Cunane.
Got the mismatch.
The kick out to Crutchfield. Got the 3.
That's a lot of confidence, because if Cunane doesn't notice that she's got Erica Carter on her.
I just about to say, oh, she didn't turn and face, but no harm down there with the triple. Carter walks into it. A 3, and Jeff Wall says, hey, that's not really what we're looking for.
It's not a rhythm shot.
left side allows Cunae to get into the lane. Going to her right.
I mean, it is like 80% from the floor over her left shoulder, like 30% over her right.
14 to,
or that wouldn't be away. That'd be more like 20%.
20%.
Yeah. We said no matter.
Your math is almost as bad as mine.
At least I got the protractor part of it right.
Erica Carter with the floater. That's why I'm the doctor of letters, not numbers.
Well, that's why I only count in threes.
Leslie, can she get herself going? Nice bucket right there.
She needs to if NC State's going to come back, right? And it's a 7-point game. You look at it as 3 possessions. That's the way I count it as well. I look at this clock and the board, and I think, how many possessions do we need to get a stop to get it back in the game? And that Jeff Walz is like, how many stops do we need to get to separate?
NC State really packing that defense in off the non-shooters. Durr will get the bounce. Asia now with a dozen. Reaching foul on Jones.
Tell you what,
on Jazz.
Kiera Leslie, I mean, look at her. She's strong. She's built for contact. She's got speed to her game. She's explosive off the bounce. Her WNBA stock goes up. She is a strong driver to the hole, and she's got 3-point range, and that's what Dee Rogers can add.
Her first basket, she had a double-double in their quarterfinal win against Florida State.
No, good slip.
Fury, good help coming over from Cunae to force the turnover.
That's just a great awareness in the paint by Cunae. You see that there's no one attached. It's the right read by Fury. She just needed a dribble to get her balance. Cunae rotates from the weak side and reads it perfectly.
Leslie. Kiera, baseline foul.
Hey, look at that strength. She's still got that up on the glass. And she scores on a closeout. Every Division I player needs to be able to score on a closeout. When a defender comes out, high hands, you got to be able to attack the top foot.
2 shots.
Leslie, all ACC performer this year.
We're coming from Louisville.
Her second year at NC State after transferring in from Maryland. See if the free throws will get Leslie going. She's got 6. Back down to a 5-point game. Carter off the window.
Real bad defensive possession for NC State. It's almost like they didn't look like they were ready to play. I always say good offense beats good defense. I'm never going to change my mind on that.
Leslie waiting for a spot and finds it.
Hey, look, a little contact, a little bump right there, no problem. Keeps her dribble hot and alive and comes off that second screen after the ball screen.
Kylie Shook can't get that to go. Louisville unable to separate, and now NC State right there knocking on the door again. Back door, Rogers. Free throws coming.
After trailing by 10, NC State has cut the margin in.
Championships lined up for you. 4 of them tomorrow, plus that American semi. And it all starts right here at the Greensboro Coliseum, noon. Notre Dame against the winner of this one. And then we've also got SEC, Pac-12, all kinds of good stuff. Courtney?
Well, in that last huddle, Jeff Walz talking to his team. No surprise about defense as NC State has hit its last 5 shots. He looked at Erica Carter and says, you have Kiera Leslie. Stop her, and then let's get a rebound, and I want to push in transition. Let's go.
Durr rattles it in and out. Yeah, Leslie is starting to heat up a little bit. Quiet in that first half. She now has 8 points.
Well, Asia Durr picked her up in transition, so that's what happens when you push. But NC State didn't push.
Working inside of Rogers, got it. What a difference. When they're at full strength, 10-point lead.
Yeah.
When they get into foul trouble, 12-point deficit. And now they're all back together again here in the third.
Isn't that exactly what Jeff Walz said to Courtney Lyle at halftime? He knew the Wolfpack would be back at full strength.
And a turnover. And a chance now to completely erase the 12-point deficit.
Knowing that Mikasa Robinson is a game changer, I wonder how long Jeff Walz will wait before he puts her back in.
3 fouls, but she made some big defensive plays that really turned the game around in the first half. Rogers, second chance on foul. They are getting to the rim and getting to the line,
Look
and
at
here
that.
comes Robinson.
Guess what? I'd like to think like Jeff Walz. That is a nice hustle play by Kiera Leslie.
Rogers hits on the first. And Coach Coach Walz will get Robinson into the game.
I just felt like that's what Jeff Walz was thinking. Like, how much longer can I wait before I put her back in? And
What would JD? What would Jeff do?
Jeffrey Jacob.
Another chance for North Carolina State to grab the lead. And a 10-2 run to get right back in it. Rogers gets it for him.
Katie Rogers. She only needs the ball in certain spots on the floor, and when she gets it there around the rim in the high post, that's where she is absolutely terrific.
Asia Durr time. Offensive foul on Robinson, and that's her 4th. Called for the moving screen. A game changer in the first half. A short stint here in the second. And so now who can make the defensive plays for Louisville? NC State has hit 7 shots in a row.
Here comes that double screen for Cunan trying to isolate her on the block, and Louisville was ready for it. They set 2 up screens for her. They scored on it yesterday.
Crutchfield pull up, tough shot. Good box by Dunham.
You got to really scout these 2 guys deep into their playbook, because that's the only time we've seen that set from Westmore, and we only saw it once yesterday.
Dunham, mid-range, good. Full court press. Durr with the strip. Durr with the pull-up. Fury. And one. Credit to Dunham for keeping that thing alive.
Asia Durr gets a great pick right from the hands and the pocket of Koenig. And then Dunham, as you said, Beth, this is a great toughness play and a momentum play for Louisville.
And it's the 3rd foul on Rogers. Stay out there. Approaching a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Just what you'd hope for from the 2-3 seeds.
There's the matchup Jeff Walz wanted. Carter on Leslie. Dunham with a high, hard hedge.
Cunan fouled.
You know what? That's a terrific job by NC State to move the ball. because the stretch of the hedge all the way out towards midcourt, Dunham did what she was supposed to do. They were supposed to X out on the backside, and they didn't get there in time. And NC State made them pay for it.
Alyssa Benet, 2 shots.
10 points. Excuse me, 14 points. Now make it 15 for Cunane.
I mean, honestly, we talked about it before. Is there a better freshman that has on a top 10 team? I'm not sure there is. She should be in the picture for the National Freshman of the Year. Along with, I think, Ryan Howard at Kentucky has had a fantastic year. Matthew Mitchell, co-coach of the year in the SEC with Vic Schaefer.
Final minute of the third quarter. And a big one for NC State. Both teams have been up double digits, and both teams have seen it disappear.
I'm watching Kiara Leslie, and I'm trying to figure out what I don't like about her game. Smart, she's strong, athletic. She's playing through sickness, tough, can score in every way, can defend. I think she might be a first rounder.
Does she have a big fourth quarter in her? Here she is with the ball. Crutchfield, hesitation, got hit on the noggin. They are attacking the rim here in the third, Debbie, and getting to the free throw line.
Whether it's Dee Rogers off the bounce, Crutchfield off the bounce. This is a great take. Crutchfield has 13, Beth. She's 5 for 6, and she did a lot of the early scoring for NC State in the first quarter.
2 free throw attempts in the first half. This will be the 10th free throw of this quarter. They get Durr back on there for the final shot here of the half, presumably.
I'm just saying, Louisville hasn't played in an OT game yet, and NC State's played in one. I'm just saying.
Entering for NC State, number 13, Ephraim Goldring.
You are looking way down the road.
Yeah, I'm looking into the fourth quarter, which is right after this possession.
Well, we do have our first tie, Debbie. Final seconds. All Durr.
He just flattened it out. I might see NC State switch to a zone here. I wouldn't let Asia Durr take this shot.
Well, she's going to get it with the duck under, and she's going to get the bounce. She'll bring a double, and she makes them pay. Westmore set up 3. Louisville with the advantage in that big second quarter. And we have 10 minutes to decide who will play Notre Dame for the ACC championship tomorrow. Courtney?
Well, in that last NC State huddle, Westmore was talking to his team about plays that they're going to run here in the final 10 minutes. But then he paused, and he just looked at them and said, we are right in this. We are in this. Let's go just 10 more minutes.
Westmore hasn't coached NC State in the championship game of the ACC tournament.
Nice feed, Carter to Jones.
Of course, Jeff Walls won it last year over Notre Dame.
Louisville looking to go to the final for the second year in a row. NC State has not been since 2010. They have not won this championship since 1991. And the late, great Kay Yow at the helm.
Durr. Good job by Cunane to make her pass it out.
Carter looking for 3. Hot start to the quarter for the Ville.
Erica Carter, 4 triples in the afternoon.
She's got 16.
I'm telling you, she's their spirit. Flare screen for Koenig, who's been very quiet offensively.
And just 2 for 7 shooting, Debbie. Cunane, offensive foul. Furing takes the charge, and again, they made her turn to the other shoulder. And that's her 3rd.
That's the second charge she's gotten going over that right shoulder. Good D by So quick. So explosive off that ball screen. NC State changes their ball screen all the time. They like to jam and go under. Now they're hedging and going under. Except for Durr, you don't go under a screen on her.
A resume for Louisville that right now has them as a #1 seed projected in the tournament. Their big win was against UConn. The notable loss was to Notre Dame, but interestingly enough, the selection committee in their final reveal said, you know what, as of right now, the eye test, we think Louisville is the higher 1 seed than Notre Dame is, even though Notre Dame has the head-to-head.
I totally disagree with that. I don't even see how that could be put out like that. The eye test, I didn't think they used the eye test. I thought they were all about numbers. We know they're not using analytics yet. That's to come down the road. They're researching it. Of course, the men have a tool, a new tool called the NET, the National Evaluation Tool. The women don't have that.
They have been, the women have been looking that for the last year and a half or so, and I think a lot of people are hopeful that that will be implemented in the near future. Of course, the hope for basketball fans is that possibly it will all be decided on the court, whether it's NC State knocking out Louisville today or Louisville gets another head-to-head with Notre Dame tomorrow.
Cunane. There's that left with a mismatch inside. Good execution.
18 for the freshman in her first appearance in the ACC semis.
Koenig now on Durr. NC State has put multiple defenders on her because she wears you out the way she works off all that ball screening action.
Keeping that dribble low and the elevation and hanging it in.
She's got confidence in her ability to score against Koenig.
16 now for Asia. Back up to a 9-point lead. Jasmine Jones.
That's not a good foul.
Jasmine Jones, her third, second and 2 foul.
Keep an eye on team fouls that factor into strategy as we go forward. Both teams with 2. Both coaches with 3 timeouts remaining. Overload.
Leslie got that bumbo, Debbie, that you were talking about earlier for the deuce.
Well, NC State better get their butt down because they're doing a good job of getting their butt back in transition. Get down in the stance. Good roll to the rim by Fury. Overload.
Durr using the Furing screen to get a 2, I believe. 18 now for Asia.
Uh-oh. Player of the year heating up in the right time.
She is one of those players that will heed your favorite piece of advice, Debbie.
Shoot till your arm falls off.
She's taken 47 shots in the 2 games so far.
And what's wrong with that?
Nothing. As long as you're in the weight room. Nothing at all.
Trying to post up Koenig. She's going to get out of the lane.
Koenig, where they have made every shot a tough one for her.
It's a good try by Westmore. He hadn't put that set in place. She has not been able to post up and score, but here comes Darren.
1-on-4, no problem.
When you spend as much time in the gym as Asia Durr has spent, you're going to make plays like that late.
Back up to a double-digit lead for Louisville. 5.5 to go, and an offensive foul. And that's going to be on Cunane. Well, no reason to pull her at this point. She's going to play through the 4 fouls with the deficit and the clock being as it is. Leslie trying to chase Durr.
NC State's locked in on Durr. You got to guard her with 1.5. You guard yours, and half of your attention has to be on Durr.
Carter short.
I don't think anybody else should take shots right now for Louisville. I'm all Asia Durr. Playing through her on the last few minutes of this game until she can't go, and that's not going to happen.
Not a democracy in the fourth quarter, eh?
Not for me.
Leslie trying to go to work on Durr. Got a hand in her face.
Just couldn't turn the corner. That was excellent defense. Off the flare.
Got some room. Good job by Furing to get on the glass. Double-double now for Sam.
I'd love to play with Sam Furing. She'd be a terrific teammate. She goes to the glass every time. She sets excellent screens. She's got a toughness factor about her. She doesn't like to lose.
Look at her working in there again.
Same team. Oh, I thought that was a jump ball.
They're going to get Sam for the foul there. 72-61 down the stretch, Louisville. And NC got for us.
Well, Asia Durr's brother, TJ, is one of the team managers for this Louisville team. And his freshman year of high school, they found out he had a brain tumor. And so he went through all the treatment of that. And fortunately, he's doing quite well. But it's so neat to see that he's a part of this Louisville team. He wanted to go with his sister to the next level. And what a support system to have with you every day at practice and on campus.
Has been an invaluable part of their staff. And enjoying the ride with Asia. It's the winningest senior class in school history.
What a motivating factor to put your work ethic in perspective, right? And we know Asia is a great young lady. She's the K-Yao Scholar Athlete of the Year, which is an incredible honor to receive in this league for the best scholar athlete in the ACC.
And along with classmates Sam Furing and Erica Carter today, they've combined for 48 points for Louisville.
What a great job by Jeff Walls, clearing out the strong side, keeping the weak side busy to take help away at the midline. Very well executed.
A couple of big explosive runs today. That 22-2 run in the first half when they trailed by 10.
I'm telling you what, Kai Crutchfield has delivered all game with confidence. Impressive. And this is a player that would have gotten limited minutes, if any, this season. Due to injury by NC State, down 4 players, 3 starters to ACL, and Crutchfield is a starter and getting quality minutes.
Wolfpack fans, get ready to get your tickets to sell out Reynolds Coliseum for the first and second rounds, because State is, in all likelihood, going to be staying home. Trying to get back to the Sweet 16 for a second year in a row. They may actually be right back here in this building. Greensboro is a regional host this year.
Koenig with a block.
Ace got the stuff. Louisville gets possession.
You got to get a stop here if you're NC State. 3 possessions, 3 stops. This is when Westmore wished that he had brought a double. They went to flatten it out with Asia.
Would have given up that time. Crutchfield with a block. Shot clock violation.
There's one. Now you got to score on the other end. You can't have empty possessions if you're NC State at this point. Terrific job by Crutchfield again. Big rebound last possession. Big block this time.
Leslie, cognizant of the clock, lost it. Out of bounds to NC State.
There's a couple of times she's been a little bit off balance. It almost looks like she's out of control. I'm wondering if that's due to her stomach ailment.
So a stop and a score.
I mean, I'm telling you, this freshman is really special. Can you imagine what she's going to do to the ACC by the time she's a senior? Good luck.
See if Louisville makes sure to get Durr a touch here.
Elevator door.
That screen again, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Sam Fury. Whoa!
Through the elevator door screen. I thought Fury was there. Are you sure that's not a plow through? And Jeff Walls is questioning Eric Bruton. Watch this again. It's the elevator door. Fury's there. That is an NC State foul.
How is that on Sam?
It's not.
A second stop for NC State.
It is, but it isn't.
Crutchfield, 3. Final minute of play. Cunane for 2. Oh, they had a couple of looks at it. And are they going to get Louisville for a foul again here? And that's the 5th on Jones.
We're coming from Louisville number 21, Alex Cook.
23 in white. I think that's a loose ball off the glass. So Louisville's not thinking they're getting a good whistle right now.
NC State needed that one. Count 1 and 2. And a quick foul. They'll get Erica Carter.
Well, NC State with fouls to give. That's their 4th team foul.
First personal, 4th team foul.
A reminder tonight after Oregon and Washington men's hoops, you got Sports Center with Bucci and Maine. The follow-up of the Duke-Carolina game. And also the latest on John Morant and the Celtics-Lakers all coming up Sports Center tonight.
So Jeff Walls elects not to use his timeout to advance the ball. Now he's going to use it. And that's not a bad play because, see, what he wants to do is try to beat you long. There's a reason why he didn't use it first. Now he...
5 seconds to go. The next NC State foul will put Louisville into the bonus. And Louisville also has the possession arrow. Timeouts aplenty for both sides. And there is the 5th foul. Sam Fury, an 81% free throw shooter. 2 for 2 in the game.
This is when you build confidence in your players before you even break the huddle. You run this set and you tell Sam Fury, we're throwing the ball to you. And you're going to make free throws. Notice how she shoots the ball a little bit off center. Most people line up at the nail. Did you know every gym has a nail at the free throw line? Not this one. I already checked it out.
She is aside the nail. Makes them both timeout. NC State. So they will have 2. Louisville will have 2.
Second try at the SEC Coach of the Year, and Vic Schaefer and Tiara McCowan on the interior. I can tell you right now, the game plan from Missouri is going to involve playing underneath the ball, sagging around McCowan, making someone else beat them.
Leslie for 3, way short. Rebound Louisville.
You got a foul.
And they will foul Asia Durr, 45 seconds to go.
Not so sure that was exactly option number 1 off that out of bounds play for NC State.
Asia Durr, 32.
For Durr today.
A quiet first half for Asia Durr. She missed her first 5 shots of the game.
Yeah, all her scoring coming in the last 3 quarters. In fact, her first basket wasn't until the 17-minute mark of this game. Possibly Louisville as a 1 in Greensboro. Does Mississippi State earn the right, based on how things play out, to be the 1 seed in Greensboro? Baylor, the hottest team in the country, a very strong resume, and a win over Connecticut.
I just wonder if back-to-back games in the second quarter where Louisville was able to turn it around on a 22-2 run required a lot of energy in the second half for NC State to get back in it when you don't have a lot of depth. And Louisville made all the plays, all the toughness plays in the second half.
We got a rematch. Louisville beat Notre Dame last year in the final, and the two sides will tussle again tomorrow at noon Eastern on ESPN2 in what may just determine which one of these two teams gets the 1 seed in Chicago for the NCAA tournament. 78-68 to final. Louisville gets 22 from Asia Dur.